hope we're not
And
dead.
welcome back to the jungles of ZABO.
It would be a little awkward if we were, wouldn't it?
It'd be more. I'm trying to decide if it would be more interesting or not.
So, does anyone want to tell me what happened last session?
Last session, we left the dungeon that we were within, and during the night, trekked it back to the village that we started from before we entered the jungle of ZABO.
Yep.
Is that how you say it? I've been saying it ZABO.
It's ZABO.
It's been a subject up for debate since we started.
Hmm.
Because Binary said ZABO, but spelt it Z-A-B-O, which is pronounced ZABO.
Who
And so
says Zed?
the
Sorry,
English...
British-speaking people?
Before the language was ruined!
As John Oliver put it, you guys could have had these beautiful vowels. But no.
And then we headed back to the town, informed the man who hired us, who I've managed to forget the name of our quest.
Mark?
Yeah, I should really note this down. What was his name?
Colgan.
Colgan?
Who is this Mark person?
Like that.
Oh my word. Wait, where's my notes page?
What is this elevator music?
Oh, it's gonna wait for people to put that on.
Okay, now, due to copyright issues, I've muted the background sound.
Ah.
So they can't hear the beautiful
Now, I'm
distracting
considering it. I'm
bluebird
considering
sounds?
it. Oh, I don't know. We've got no adverts either way, so I'm just going to put it on. Yeah, that should be fine. Okay, so a good volume level.
And the last thing you do was heading out back into the jungle, if I'm not mistaken.
Yep, we have Kandarin Mjolnir in the chat. Mjolnir was watching last time, so welcome back. We were just about to head into the jungle the next day, I believe.
No, your character wanted to leave right away. The other people were thinking of leaving in the morning.
Because
Where did you post that guy's name? Oh, there, it's in the chat. Okay, yeah.
Because I have an interesting question.
Alright, what is your interesting question?
Does it seem... I would like for Tyrion to investigate if the magic of the jungle is a part of that giant pentagram thing that we were sort of seeing the map of? Like, is it magic all the way to the point where we are? Where he would see that dim blue glow? If it's just inside that area, that part of the jungle, or if it is the entire jungle?
Roll me a Arcana. The magic is less strong in this area, and stronger inside of the structure or what, the temples. Like it has spread out over the jungle.
Is it recent, or...
Oh, it's old.
So it could be something that's degraded and the magic is slowly faded out of its original...
Yeah. When you start heading out, you start seeing people running around, and from the woods further away you see 3 men carrying on a litter another man with a pretty bloody countenance. You see one leg twisted in the wrong direction, and they start taking him towards the herbalist woman.
We should find out what happened to him.
Yeah, sounds good, especially if they've been somewhere near the ruins as well.
Nala approaches and lingers nearby until she sees either one of the people carrying him or he himself to talk.
You see them put him in like into her little hut, and the two people that carried him walks out.
What happened?
Not. I was good Jamaican there. We're not sure. He says he was attacked by some demon.
A demon? Where?
Towards the north, while he was hunting. Tall as two men, he says it was.
Did he say if it was humanoid?
He's white and covered in fur.
Covered in fur?
White?
He said it struck from above.
Drop bears?
Right, wait.
Hey, this is not. We're not
Yes,
in Australia.
He was attacked by flying polar bears.
No, drop bears. It's Australian fun.
Oh, it's a pun? I thought it was like an urban legend.
Yeah, it's an urban legend.
Or way to trick gullible tourists.
Anywho, was the man alive? Or the person alive?
He's still alive. As far as you know, he's inside of the tent right now.
Yeah, Leonard will enter the tent or the medical hut.
You see the medicine woman sitting on her knees by a man lying on the ground on some bedding. A blanket over him, half his body, and then you see his right arm is missing completely. It's bleeding. His left leg twisted in the wrong direction from the knee. Bone poking out from the calf.
Is she using any kind of magic?
Right, no, she's putting poultices and trying to right now stop the bleeding at the arm.
I say, excuse me, and then I'll cast Cure Wounds
Right,
on the person dying.
Yep.
Turn to lean over to Nala and go, he seems to have failed the basics of survival, namely keeping all of the blood inside his body.
Please roll me the dice for the heal.
Did you say roll for sarcasm?
Roll for sarcasm. Yeah, you see the stump of the arm knit together, and the bone. You hear it as the bone straightens itself in the leg. You see the bone pipe sticking out from the calf, slowly melding back into the calf.
I tell her, is a medicine man or medicine woman?
Medicine woman.
I tell her he should be fine for now, but he would still need some rest and some more medication. And then I'll leave.
Yeah, as you cast heal and the bone in his leg moves, you hear a sigh, a gasp, and then he falls unconscious. And she nods at you as you leave.
Yeah.
What did you say, Oni? Oni?
Has he managed to mute himself?
I don't know.
Perhaps he said be right back.
No, I'm unpacking my lunch, so I hit mute.
Ah.
I didn't say anything.
Okay.
Can I... Oh shit, did I get a chance to examine his injuries before he was healed?
Not a close look, but you could roll me medicine.
23.
He's too busy distracting you with wait, what do you
he had-
forte?
Bruises all over his leg, scratch marks over his chest, his arm, and two big puncture wound just on his shoulder.
Oh damn. Okay. The puncture wounds, did they look like bites?
Yeah.
Okay.
I presume my character Leonard has no clue what could have happened to the person except that he got attacked, but he doesn't know by what.
Roll me a nature check.
Mice.
Maybe. Yeah.
Damn, he got 20/20 vision.
Some kind of like really big boar, ape, gorilla,
Monk-like creature, basically.
monk-like creature. Yeah. A troll maybe. Something really big and strong.
How is it common knowledge that trolls don't like fire or and acid, or is that something?
It's common knowledge that they don't like fire or big groups of people.
All right. I'll mention what I know. Leonard goes. He might have been attacked by some feral monkey, like a gorilla, perhaps, or maybe even a troll. We should bring fire in either way to make sure whatever it is, we can chase it off if it decides to attack us.
That implies there are monkeys that are not feral.
More feral monkeys,
They are
like
monkeys.
dire monkeys. Out of character, I actually have no clue if there are things like dire monkeys, but
I was like, all the dire monkeys.
Monkeys can be a dire problem, whether they're dire or not.
Agreed.
Kaylee, what happened to my engine room? Was it monkeys? Horrible space monkeys? One of my favorite lines from Firefly.
either way, we should keep a lookout for whatever this thing is that's been attacking this person.
Agreed.
Has this happened before? He says to the medicine woman.
Yes, we had this happen some years ago. Same circumstances, lone hunter out hunting towards the north.
Years ago.
Yes, but that one wasn't that lucky. He died just as he reached the village.
Unfortunate.
Out of character, I presume we're heading north. Like the next ruin is north.
The next ruin is towards the northwest.
Oh,
The one that was just lit up.
all right.
Yes. Mark, you are about.
So we're the green dot on in
Yeah.
the black space, in the black void.
You're in the black.
Okay,
you-
so which temple was? Oh, I lost the word for it. Which dot represented which ruin?
This was the red one is the one you were at, and the green one was the one that lit up. On the
Okay,
star,
so-
on the ceiling.
So we have our next destination set.
We do.
Well, we have, unless there's more information we need or supplies we need to get, I say let's not dally too long.
I agree. There's gravity to this situation now we know lives are at stake. This isn't simple exploration anymore. Then again, this might not be entirely related.
No, but either way...
Really need to over-dramatize this. We live feet from a wild, magical jungle. This is daily life. We don't need to give it any more credence than it has. Now we know there's something scarier out there. We can be on the look for it. Pretty sure this is kind of daily life for them.
Well, if this was daily life for them, they would be wiped out pretty quickly. It can't be that often this happens.
Oh, by daily life, I mean it's a normal risk. It happened a few years ago. It's like being struck by lightning.
Yeah, I don't really agree with your metaphor. Since this happened very recently, it will still probably be nearby.
You're a very literal man.
Anyway, we should still get a move on.
Right. What direction do you head?
I actually have survival. I'll try to map out the best path we can take.
I'll assist with this.
I also have some. I'll see what abilities I have because we can't get lost if I'm not incorrect either while we're traveling.
Without magical something magical, you can't take lost basically.
Yeah, we're not slowed down by difficult terrain and can't get lost except by magic. I am alert to danger even when doing something else, and I forage twice as much food. When tracking others, I also learn the exact number, size, and time since passing. Either way, with this, I'll try to map out the best path we can take, and I'll try to stay on that path towards I presume, the north part of that star, the beacon that lit up earlier.
Yep. You know, there's two rivers going like that. You have crossed this one before, but you haven't crossed the one above, you could not really know how big it is. Does that make sense?
Okay. I'll ask any of the locals if they have information about where to best cross this place, since my character does not know.
Yep. Well, I would recommend you ask one of the hunters. I would recommend not going towards the west. Many people have died from that.
Sadly, our exploration deems we need to go there. Do you know the path of least resistance?
Well, taking the river upstream might be the safest thing you could do.
Okay. So I gather everyone else around, and I'll try to path out the way, and I'll basically recommend that we go somewhere up here, perhaps, before going around and towards this place.
Is the
this continues the
Okay, it seems like they connected, and it seemed like
okay?
It continues that way.
Is the green dot is north?
Yep.
And the river flows from east to west, or is it the other way? They converge.
West to east.
Okay. Well, that is a lot of out of the way if we go that far.
unless you have a good way that we can cross the river.
Well, no, but we...
Is this green dot here where we are?
Yes.
Yes, it is.
Okay, it would be. Would
This
it not be
took
easier
about-
to cross the two thinner forks
this
than
took
when they
about a
join
day.
up as a thicker fork?
That's what I suggested.
I thought you suggested we meet here and then cross.
What's the scale of the map in like days of travel?
This took a day for you to travel.
So we're looking at adding a day and a half if we go to the fork first.
Almost 2 days.
It's 3 days travel there if we went in a dead straight line.
Yeah.
I see no reason why we shouldn't just go in a dead straight line.
All right, but chances are we might have to follow the river for a better place to cross, if we can. If we're just walking in a straight line.
Fine, then we do it. But there's no point adding days to the travel, just in hypothetical sense.
Well, in the worst case scenario, we'll arrive at the river here, and then we'll have to backtrack down, or even worse, go back to be able to go up and cross it.
But the same might be said if we arrive at the fork already and have to backtrack across, and there was no point us going to the fork.
We've already received information that it might be the best place to cross.
Well, the information we gave said go upstream, not down.
And
Did
the
I?
stream is going that way.
So we would still be following their advice.
Okay, so the advice was okay. I must have misunderstood. So the advice was to cross over here.
Yeah.
All right. Then I'll suggest that. I just assumed it would be like here instead, but I'll.
Worst case scenario is if we can't find a place to cross here. How do I make it ping? There we go. Can't find a place to cross it here. While we're backtracking, we can always go to the temple that's here. That way, none of our travel is wasted.
Agreed.
Well then, let's pack up and leave, shall we?
Nala sets into motion and gets our stuff ready.
You pack up, and you, after a couple minutes packing, making sure your kit is in order, you start heading out.
Can I stop in at Kagan real quick?
Colgan?
Colgan.
Ah, hello. As you open the flap.
You are a man of knowledge and many talents. Seems that, as versatile as I am, it would be in our favor to gain a bit more knowledge, a few more tricks up my sleeve. Do you have perhaps have some inks or spells that I might study during our downtime in which to add to my repertoire?
He looks into that for a bit.
I have heard tales of men that create illusionary copies of themselves, or I have an innate ties with the certain planes of existence that allow me to step through a little bit, but there are other methods to do this. I would like to do that. Basically, he's inferring mirror image and misty step.
He throws you an old, really old, tattered book, and he says, "You can have this."
Oh, thank you
An
very
old
much.
apprentice had this.
I will actually endeavor to return this to you. Mainly that means I come back alive, which is very much in my interest.
Yeah.
Does he happen to have inks that I can purchase off of him? I don't think he would give those away for...
Oh,
I probably don't even have enough gold to get that from him.
He gives you a set, one ink bottle and a couple parchment.
Awesome. Till we meet again. And he will give some salute that no country probably actually does. So
Yep.
we don't belabor leaving anymore. Because it's like, what, 8, 9 o'clock in the morning now?
Yeah.
Out we go.
You... What? Would someone like to roll me a d8?
A D8.
A D8, sure. Oh, beat me to it. A 6.
After traveling for a day, in this climate, you are about there on your reckoning. There's trees tall as usual. A lot of sun from all around, not just the bird that's following you.
Is it still following us?
Yes.
What time of day is it? And how many days have you been traveling, did you say?
Just this has been a day's travel at this point. Nothing has happened. Like you haven't been attacked by anything bigger than a lizard. Haven't stepped in anything more disgusting than a pile of dung.
About what time is it by now?
Around 6. Starting to get a bit darker.
Let's get something to eat, shall we? And then we'll settle in for the night.
Whatever we hunt, let's do it as quiet as possible.
You picked
Agreed.
up rations when you left the...
Oh,
Camp.
I stockpiled, so it's fine. It's just I imagine they're like tasteless lamb spread. These hardtack biscuits that are not fun.
It's basically hardtack and dried meat. Maybe some dried fruit as well. Nuts and berries.
I'll also use my primal awareness to see if there are any humanoids within far distance.
Right. The only one you can sense really is from the village. Some around here as well.
Oh, okay.
Out hunting.
Yeah, but then we'll start setting up camp, I guess, and as we said, we'll try to be quiet as well.
Yeah. Yeah, you set up camp. Try to hide this as much as possible in the brush and undergrowth. And night.
I'm gonna ritual cast detect magic because I spotted those roots before, those really bad ones.
Yeah.
Pretty easily with that, and I want to do a kind of a perimeter of our campsite.
Right. Yeah, you can also take magic. Just in this area, you don't see any like glowing moss. In the far distance, maybe, but nothing that close.
No, the detect magic only extends 30 feet.
Okay, no, then you don't see any
That's why he's
Well,
gonna do it.
There's some small insects that glow more or less.
Nothing alarming like I've come across before.
No.
I also forgot I have unseen servant, so I have that helped.
Was it Leonard that's going hunting?
I'll guess I'll be the one doing that. I don't.
I was going to go with.
Okay.
Could I have stocked up? Wait, did now when I said I wanted to restock at the village, I completely forgot about arrows.
Yeah, you did.
Yeah, you did. You forgot, or yeah, you did stock up on arrows.
No, yeah, you did forget.
Ah!
I'll actually ask Tyrene if you can see if you can examine this thing we found earlier in the ruins, or did I leave the Makwa Yuhuitl back at the camp last session?
No, you had it. You have it on you.
Oh,
you showed it to him, and he made a drawing of it.
So you think this is special? It didn't really show up in my eyes before, but yeah, I'll give it a look.
I mean, we can see if there's some historic value to it, or how or what it might be used for.
I'll see what I can find out.
Okay,
And
Nala's gonna go
you-
hunting with her minimal arrows.
roll me survival, Clayton.
Survival.
I would.
I was gonna
Yeah.
go hunting as well, so I guess we'll help each other.
Yeah, then the one with highest survival roll with advantage.
I've got +6.
I got +4, so
I don't have survival at all.
we
23.
we also forest twice as much food.
I would also point out the reason why Tyrion would step in like that is because that other guy got in the condition that he got because he was alone, apparently. So let's avoid being alone.
Tin would be with Nafai, wouldn't he?
Yeah, what are we saying if I happens?
She would go along with the group.
Okay.
now.
Then it's fine. He'll stay at camp with Nafai and cast Identify on the special thingy.
Okay.
The Marquis.
Makwa. I don't know.
So I hand over the Makwa Yutl to Tyrene.
The Mogwai.
The magpie.
The Mogwai is what Gizmo was from the Gremlins movies. The cute little Furby looking thing.
I have no idea what that is.
I'll post it in Discord in a minute.
Ah.
Just delicious.
Anywho, how did our hunting go?
You got Nefai walking with her bow out. You up in the tree spot Leonard spots a monkey high up, and she takes aim, fires, and hits it straight through the heart, and it falls down to the ground. It's reasonably sizable. It's not koala, but it's a bit bigger. That's a fluffy tail.
I'm definitely getting that arrow back.
Yep.
Good. This is good news.
We'll carry the monkey back to camp then. We'll have some monkey business, I presume.
Yep.
Yay, ass.
The sword is magic. As you can't cast Identify on it, you can tell that if you were to hit something with this, it would cut deeper than just an irregular blade. And it would help aid you on hitting your target. It's a +1 magical sword. With if you critical hit the target, it gives a bleeding effect. 1d4 per round, and then you need to make a con save.
Could I just point out that's like the second magical item given out ever?
No, it isn't.
I'm sorry, did I say second? I meant third?
Who? Oh. Fire doesn't give out magical weapons very much.
He keeps them tucked in his sleeve.
Reminds me of a really bad joke.
If it begins with what's tucked in a sleeve, I do not want to find out.
No, it's where do generals keep their armies? In their sleeveys.
Oh, no.
I told you it was a bad joke!
I like that
Oh,
one.
no.
It was okay.
It was okay, but... Oh, no.
Do you have night watch?
Yeah, I'll stay up first. Or second, depending on when it's darkest, because, well, dark vision.
Yeah.
Do we need to keep up fire early?
Do you want to fire?
I mean, not during my shift. I can keep it have without. Well, actually, if there is a troll, might be a troll nearby, or some other feral animals, they might be kept away by the fire as well.
Yeah, also might be attracted
keep
to it.
away mosquitoes.
What do you guys think?
I think that... regardless, we need to cook the monkey.
That is true.
Slaps face where a mosquito just landed.
Oh! Someone just gave a buff. Tin, you have a hero die.
Did he reward me for that horrible joke?
He hasn't posted in the chat yet.
Thank you.
Uh,
Do not encourage this. It'll only get worse, I promise.
Did I ever use my D4?
Nope.
Okay, awesome. And you are die 4. There we go. There we go. He said, I see you too are a man of culture. Congrats.
Yep, could Leonard please give me a perception check?
A perception. I think I pressed the perception button.
You did. You rolled a 12.
You hear some animals moving around, nothing bigger than a cat, basically.
A question though, doesn't this go against my passive perception?
What is your passive?
14.
True. In this certain instance, yeah. But you don't hear it's basically nothing larger than a monkey or a cat in the trees.
Yeah. I'll actually, since I'll be resting anyway later, I'll actually set up an alarm around the area. I'll put a alarm where our most vulnerable spot might be.
Yeah.
Vulnerable.
Verbal?
Vulnerable.
Vulnerable.
Words are hard.
Yeah, words. I cast words.
Tyrion will look at that dusty old book while dinner's cooking.
It is written by someone that took it's let's say the thoughts are a bit wandering. It's not just notes on spells. But I'm gonna.
Okay.
There you go. That's the spells.
Neat.
Um, and some of the words, the early spells are a bit misspelled in some places, but the older spells are in pretty good condition. But the book is quite well used.
Okay.
Who takes the watch?
Second watch.
I think the first watch.
I thought I was the one that took first. Oh no, wait, I took second watch. Right.
Nala will take first watch then.
Please roll me.
14.
14. Yeah, about the same. Some small creatures wandering in the night, hunting. Some sounds of a bird getting killed, probably by a snake or something. Nothing out of the ordinary.
I'm remembering to look upwards as well, since I was told that white creature jumped down and attacked.
Turn.
Yeah.
Last shift. Please roll a perception check.
Oh, wrong sheet.
When you sit watch as the sun starts coming over the horizon, you hear more noises from more creature waking up, starting to hunt, starting to eat, birds starting to fly around. But nothing out of the ordinary from a jungle.
Quite good.
It is morning. You have had a long rest.
Awesome.
Perfect. What?
I
think
didn't
it's-
say anything.
Didn't you?
Never.
Anyway, we'll keep traveling.
Yes, we shall.
Yeah.
I mean, we are women, men and women of culture.
Yeah.
So-
Yeah. You can.
You can
Yeah,
what?
sorry. Yeah. You were about to say something. You were about to say something, Kenneth?
No, I was just going to ask about where we were on the map.
You are.
Just about to cross the river, I believe. Oh, we crossed the river.
Yeah, the first river you crossed, that one was the smaller, but a bit far. You crossed it before when you went to the first temple. You continue traveling?
Of course.
Leonard will keep up a conversation with Tyron. How did analyzing that sword go? Did you find out anything useful?
We would have given that back to you yesterday. It's actually quite magical. A rarity, extra sharp. It's attracted to the target you swing at.
That does sound useful. Out of character, what does the sword count as?
A +1. And
Is it a long sword or a short sword?
it's the longsword.
And you said it deals bleed damage on a critical hit?
Yep.
I am not trained in these kinds of weaponry, but if you find any use of them, feel free to use them. Otherwise, I guess we'll turn them in as a part of the expedition as well.
Tyrion is actually trained in this. Okay.
Are you gonna use it?
If no one else is, definitely.
Right.
I guess nobody else is.
It's
I
just
mean-
not versatile.
A large part of my damage is from my dexterity bonus, and I would lose it on a longsword.
So would I.
A large part of my damage is sneak attack, and I can't use that without finesse.
So no one can actually use it.
I mean, theoretically Tien could, but that dex bonus, like, it all depends on the dex.
All
I
right.
think mathematically I have the best use out of it anyway, and we will just see later if it counts as a longsword.
All right, but
Let's give it a shot. Let's just see how it goes.
hey, you can try it out. See how it... Anyway, I presume like during the end of the day we'll be nearing the river crossing.
Yep. Could someone please roll me another 8? Right. Yeah. Late afternoon, about 5. You start hearing the roaring of a river.
Roaring near the river or roaring of the river?
Of the river.
I thought you said near. I was like, this can be bad. Well, if it's roaring, then it will be quite rapid.
This could become an issue.
Let's go investigate, see how well it goes. There might be some kind of bridge, a makeshift bridge we could make. Well, depending on how wide it is.
You walk closer, and as you park the brush in front of you, you see quite a deep ravine that the river has made through the ages, cutting through the jungle.
Oh.
And the river rushing by the bottom.
How wide is it?
About 15 feet. Wait, give me a second. Oh. No, about 20 feet then. About 5 meters across.
Oh, it's that far away, huh? 5 meters. A question: how deep is the ravine?
About 10 feet.
So if I would fall down, I would fall down into the water. Very quick.
Kind of imagine that scene from Lord of the Rings where they're escaping early on in the jungle and Boromir pushes them off into the water. Those little canoe boats. There's like cliffs along it, rapid moving water.
Yeah.
Okay.
Tyrene, do you have ways of crossing the river? I
How
assume
far
you
across
moved in
is
a
it?
natural way. It's about 20 feet, I guess.
Let me look at a spell real quick.
Oh, my phone's doing a thing.
A thing.
One of my friends
A
bumped
thing.
into my dad on a bus. What is this? Oh, your dad's better than you. I enjoy his company more.
Oh.
Oh,
My response to that is, let me get it.
Okay, DM question.
Yeah.
Will Tensor's floating disc go across the top of the water?
But you still have to climb 10 feet that way.
So?
Okay. I'll post it in shit bucket. My response.
Yes, again.
This is definitely not ideal. But it is the only trick up my sleeve.
Hmm.
I could get across it very easily. You guys, not so much.
If you can get across it, I have some pitons. How it's pronounced? It's
Pitons.
piton. I have some pitons we could attach some rope to, and then we could climb over.
that
Well, I
would be
can-
a perfect plan.
Well, if you want me just to go straight across, I can go across.
Yeah, and then you can bring the rope with you, and we'll make a makeshift. I want to say bridge, but not really.
Okay.
Right, what spell were you gonna use?
Actually, I'll face step across.
Then we'll
Wouldn't
set
that
up-
just cut the rope off?
what?
I have no idea. That's up to you. It's just that you appear 30 feet away. I figure if there's 50 feet of rope and when he holds one end, it's a matter of getting to the other side anyway. So
Yeah, we'll throw over the rope otherwise.
it's also it just needs to have somebody on the other side to pin it down anyway. So
Yeah, true.
conceivably you can shoot an arrow across
Yeah.
with the end of the rope.
Well, like, it feels like it would just cut the short piece behind you off because you basically teleport.
A good thing is to not cut things holding because it'll turn into I grapple the creature and I teleport,
Oh.
and it's larger than me.
It would either bring the rope with you totally, or you would leave it behind.
Okay.
Yeah.
So it's a little more complicated. There's still me on the other side that can bang some pitons into the ground and tie it off fairly well.
Yeah, we'll send it over with an arrow.
Right. Roll me. Roll me as a regular range check.
Ooh, I think Nala is a better ranger, but let's see. I am proficient with bows though, but I do not have a bow.
Ah.
That is Nala.
Well, you could ask Nala for her bow.
Yep.
Okay.
if-
I'd allow that.
What?
I would allow you to use the bow.
Okay. I'll shoot the bow then. I'll actually use my. Oh, okay. I actually want to use my human determination on this one, but
Yeah.
I'll use the short sword stat because I'll have a +7 to it since I'm proficient with it as well.
The Nifai could turn into an animal that
Yeah, you throw it over and it hits. It hits a tree, and the rope is flying over the river.
Well, I will basically nail it down with some hit on some
Alright.
rope, and then we'll at least Leonard will start climbing over. I'll take it slow and steady if so requires be.
Yeah, roll me in athletics.
Athletics or acrobatics, or just athletics?
Athletics. Yeah, it takes a while, but you're able to cross it. Not without some
Some
periods
issues.
of time where you were dangling a bit, but you were able to cross. I would like Nala and Nephi also to make an. Lathan?
Athletics, sure.
Yeah.
There we go. Oh, really? Okay.
Yep.
16.
You were able to
Yeah,
cross.
that's not bad. Oh, we were very lucky there.
Yeah, you cross the river. Grabbing hold of the rope and taking it easy, going across.
I'll actually cut off the rope on this end, so I only have 30 feet of rope and minus 2 pitons, but now we have a way back to cross as well.
Okay, yeah. Oh, I thought. Wait, you're gonna cut off the rope and just leave it dangling, or it's still there and you cut off a piece, so you have.
I mean, more like I let the makeshift rope bridge be,
Okay. Oh, yeah.
and I'll just keep the part that's not part of, what can I say, that's not nailed down.
Okay, yeah. You have 25 feet of rope then.
Yeah.
There's a bit over the river and to fasten it to the trees and ground.
Yeah, that's true. If I can find my edit.
Yeah, it's a bit of nighttime, but you have crossed the river.
So we set camp near the river.
Here, yes. And Tyrion will do the. Tyrion will first ritual cast Unseen Servant to help set up camp, and then he will do Detect Magic for a perimeter look again.
Yeah, and when nighttime starts, before he goes to sleep, wait, a long rest must be at least 8 hours of continuous sleep, right?
6 hours for the elf, but yeah, 8. Or
4 for trance.
8 hours resting, so 6 hours sleep with if you have 2 hours watch.
Anyway, I presume we'll take off in the morning in such a way that I can regain my spells.
Alright.
But I'll set up 2 alarms before my shift start as well.
Yeah.
We're quite far north now, so Nala's going to keep an eye out for that creature. Can she actually look for tracks around the camp?
We shall call
Yeah, sure,
him Steve, so he sounds less scary.
Steve. Right. Yeah, roll me perception.
Isn't it
Okay.
survival for tracking?
If you need to find the tracks first. That's the.
Oh.
If you want to track them, that's survival.
That one, 7.
You can't find any tracks.
Bugger me sideways.
You can barely see your own tracks.
Bugger me upwards.
I mean, that just means he's sneaky.
True.
Or he's a dropper.
19 on stealth.
Yeah, you can't even see your own tracks. It's like you're floating on the ground. At least from your perspective.
Does Tyrion see anything alarming?
Roll me perception. Nothing that really stands out. There's some you can feel that this area is more charged of magic than where you last were at. But more than that, no.
Is it the same sort of jungle magic or something
Yeah.
subtly different?
But it's still like the jungle magic.
Okay.
You're setting up camp?
Yeah. I'll set up the alarms and well, here's the ship.
Everyone roll me your perception.
Do another one?
Yeah.
Hey, when if I... Oh!
Nat 20, 26.
Damn. As Nala takes her shift, in the far distance she hears a rumbling roar coming from the...
That's just the river. At least that's what Tyrion thinks because he rolled a 5 or a 2.
And you were sleeping during that time.
We only need 4 hours.
That's true.
How long does it take to copy a spell into my book?
Alright. Which one?
I like the first one. I don't have a level 2 spot, so alarm. Another ritual.
Alright, yep. Yeah, you copied it down.
Cool beans. I will add it to my sheets.
Yeah, Nala, that's what you hear. Like, it's a deep, rumbling roar of animal anger, fury.
Coming from which direction?
East.
Okay, after informing everybody else that she heard it, Nala is going to find somewhere hidden-ish to settle down, spending as much time as she needs to feel satisfied in her hiddenness. Hiddenness? Stealthiness, slinkiness, concealedness.
Climbing a
Actually,
tree?
Go on!
Are you climbing a tree or are you digging yourself in the ground? Like,
I think it'd probably be easier to conceal myself on the ground.
alright. Roll me a stealth with advantage.
A stealth with advantage.
Stella wanted.
21.
You pop in the bush, inside of a bush. Sitting there.
Colby
Looking out
Bushwhacker.
between the leaves.
Hey, you're not a ranger. Anyway,
Which,
I presume that Leonard will also notice this. He'll actually do the reverse. Instead of hiding, he'll be waiting out in the open. With
this was during her like shift. This happened. I don't know which one. Take the last shift, Clayton. Morning shift.
Sure.
Right. The other, you were sleeping then.
all right. I mean, if I woke up to the roar,
Roll me
or was it a distant roar?
roll my con save.
A con save.
Yep. No, you're sleeping like the Rock.
Like the Rock.
Yeah, you're
I'm
sleeping
now
like the Rock.
Dwayne Johnson, guys.
Muscles tensed, beautiful smile on your face.
I'll be back in a brief moment. I'm just gonna go grab something.
I was just wondering, are we in Jumanji?
God, I hope you mean the 90s version.
Well, given that I'm the Rock now, and he was in the newer version.
Oh no. You want to watch a rock movie with them in the jungle? Watch The Rundown.
Or Welcome to the Jungle.
No.
Welcome to the jungle.
No, that is a one-time horrible laugh at movie.
I don't know
think
what you're
you should-
talking about. It was wonderful.
No, you should watch the best performance he ever did, and that I think we could all agree was The Mummy's Return.
Was actually in that.
Yeah, he was the fucking Scorpion.
you-
He's Scorpion King.
Are you implying because he was mostly CGI and had no lines that was his best performance?
No, I fucking love him. he's awesome.
I mean, he
Um,
was also in that Scorpion King, I believe it's called.
Yeah,
there
he's
was
the
an
main-
actual movie that was that story behind it, but in The Mummy Returns, he is just like a guardian monster, and he doesn't say anything. He's half
He roars a
scorpion.
bit and looks angry.
How do I add a spell to the form fillable sheet?
If you press in the list, you see there's spell options, regenerate spell sheet.
Oh, you don't need to
Then-
regenerate the whole sheet.
Oh.
Jesus.
Oh yeah, true.
Literally just click an empty box on a blank line and type in the name of the spell, then click away.
Down at the bottom,
Whatever line you want to fill the spell in on.
there's like no empty slots where the spell generated.
Oh.
So there's like the glossary, and then there's a bunch of empty lines, but
Does it have a square box in it with larger than symbol?
yes, but it looks like it adds it manually at that point.
If you press that thing, you would see a menu pop up.
Click here for options. Come on, I'm clicking on it. There we go. Spell, and it
In
says...
the top spell, and then checkbox, wizard spells, level 1.
Oh, okay, there it goes.
You got it?
Yep, thank you.
Yeah. Lana, while Nephi and Leonard is sleeping, you suddenly jump into a bush, hiding yourself, and basically vanish.
And Tyrion has no
Turn,
clue.
you see him just pop into her, just pop into a bush and
Oh!
vanish.
I do? Because I rolled
Yeah,
a 2.
No, you see him. You were looking like into the camp, and she just stood up and walked to a bush and slinked into it.
Okay.
Morning dew on the leaves. Get a bit wet there, Nala.
Dampness
You
is
do
good
anything
for the
else?
soul.
You gonna
Assuming
do-
morning has arrived.
So apparently I slept through everything.
You slept through the roar, and yeah, it's about time to wake up.
I
You
mean,
wake up?
this is obviously proof I am the Rock.
You wake up. You see Nephia just starting to wake up. Turn sitting there reading a book, and Nala nowhere to be seen.
Where'd Nala go? Have you guys seen Nala?
Can I wave from the bush?
Sorry.
Yeah, Lena, roll my perception.
Oh, there
You
it
see
is.
a bush waving at you. The arm looks strangely like Nala's.
I'm not gonna ask any questions about this. You do your business.
Part
and
of
then
me
we-
there realised how bad of a decision that was and expected an arrow to fly into the bush, presuming it was a tentacle bush.
Tyrion says, I didn't ask questions either.
Leonard goes, you just do your business and we'll eat breakfast.
Right. Yep. You.
I was gonna say,
Right.
now it's morning, I would get up. Like, I'm not just gonna sit in the bush all day.
Are you sure, Leighton?
I'm rather certain, yes!
All right, yeah, you you walk out of the bush.
From that day
Dripping with
forward, she
morning
was known
dew.
as Bush Girl.
Dripping with morning dew. Walk out of the bush. Stretching a bit.
Finally free
Um,
at last.
So, Nala, did you have tummy trouble or something? It's very robust sleep towards privacy. It looks like.
I only just got that.
Did she shit in the bush?
There was a roar in the night.
Right, and then you peed yourself.
She turns away.
Nose in the air. Yep, you eat breakfast, and I'm guessing start traveling again.
Yeah, I'll guess we'll follow the river as far as we can, and then we head north.
After just about an hour or two, the ground starts to get soggier, wetter. Water, you can see water running down the sides of the river from like small brooks.
But it's okay because we aren't affected by difficult terrain.
Oh, just bloody disgusting walking in it.
Well, yeah, but we're on an expedition in a jungle.
Touche. Yeah, you keep walking. Could someone roll me a game?
I'll re-roll it again, so we'll get another 6. Damn it.
Oh dear.
Yep. You continue walking. The trees start to thin out, but there's still this humongous Goliath of trees. Like there are tallest skyscrapers.
What are skyscrapers?
I
Exactly.
like this place.
Could someone roll the perception?
I will roll you perception. 21.
I thought I pressed my perception, but apparently I didn't.
There we
There it
go.
is.
You rolled a
12.
12.
Right.
You roll those openly. You might want to remove those.
You can't remove them once they're out.
Oh,
That's the next one. From behind, you hear thum, thum, and then silence.
I'm gonna cast Mage Armor.
Okay. Are you walking in the walking order that we decided from before?
I presume so.
That's gonna go with your one.
Nala is going to aggressively stare at Nafai until she transforms.
Crap. I just realized it's my other game where I have a cloak of protection in the other game. I really like it. I'd rather have bracers of defense, but look at the 16 going. That's low. What's wrong with that? 17 feels so much safer.
Yeah, you turn around, cast Mage Armor, and just as something comes flying towards you from one of the trees, the fire turns into one black umber.
She turns into a person without real life priorities and appears before us in
From
chat.
So, do you want us to roll?
Initiative, yes.
Oh, I actually need to mark my dude and press the initiative button. Is that just one dice? Because I have advantage on initiative?
It rolls both dice.
It rolls both. Okay, it didn't show both.
It should.
It did not roll both.
What didn't?
It's because he used the select token click initiative in the top left.
Okay.
I will fix the
Roll-
macro so that it will do
yeah.
it properly next time. Leonard.
You can roll it again.
Yeah, I'll roll it again, see if I get it through.
Wait,
Oh,
no, it's okay, it's okay.
It's
There's
21.
a easy way that I can test this. If I do that, okay, it'll be ready soon. Ignore that second initiative roll. My original roll is the one that sticks.
Which one was it? Roll an 11.
I rolled an 11, yes. I can't edit my own initiative macro because I'm not a DM. Right, I'm rejoining as a DM. Give me a bit. Right, okay, apparently I can't edit it as DM either. Apparently you put the macro up there. So I will edit it and then send it to you.
Yep. Go back to. Where?
I have.
As a huge white creature lands in front of Turn, and I need you to do 3 defense rolls. I'm sorry. 4.
Who's this?
Turn?
Oh boy, 4 defense rolls.
4.
Oh boy, oh boy, oh boy. Okay. Oh, I have to click on my token. Why did it show advantage?
No, it just shows both of them.
Yeah, both of what?
No,
The first roll is the one that we keep. The second roll is only involved if you have advantage or disadvantage.
Well, then I'm gonna spend my inspiration.
Just so you're aware, if you spend inspiration, it's a
Reroll.
re-roll.
yeah,
So you
reroll.
actually hit the button again, so you don't just use the second number. Otherwise, you'd know whether to use inspiration or not. Does that make sense?
Yes.
Hey.
Wow.
Oh, quick this time at least.
You take 5 piercing damage as this creature bites you over the shoulder. I need you to roll again. It then raises its top 2 arms, putting them into a big fist and try to slam you on the head, but you jump back a step and it slams the ground, making dirt fly everywhere. And
After session, the macros in your messages.
he then takes one of his arms and tries to slash at you, missing again. And the last one. Wait, yeah, you get away from that one as well, as it tries to slash you over the chest with one of its claws. It's your turn, Jim.
Hey, buddy, you peed in your porridge. What is at my disposal? Can I do that?
What are you doing?
Double checking what I can do with my key. Okay. I will hit it with my handy dandy longsword. Try to anyway.
Alright. Roll to attack. You... Nice. You bring it overhand and slash it over the stomach. You deal 5 slash damage.
Keep
Anything else?
losing sheet. I also get, because of my martial arts, I get that.
Binary.
Yeah?
There's no token for Nafai.
She's
She's
the
the
Brumber.
bear, isn't it?
Oh!
And let me guess, you could barely see her.
Can I... Can I, use my hero die on that?
Yeah.
It's a d4?
Yeah, D4.
It's 12 hit?
You tries to do a spin kick, and as you do, the beast slaps your foot away.
Well, then I will use a key point as that slash, and bounce off of his hand,
Yeah.
for a disengage.
Okay, yeah. Leonard, your turn.
Leonard, you just got a hero die.
Oh. The we. I guess it was the pun, I presume.
And Leighton, Tyranny has used his hero die.
Okay, I will hide that.
Basically,
There we go.
I'll draw my weapon, sword and shield, and move in to attack.
Right.
What is it space to present? How do I walk with it? It just hold space
Just-
or?
Yeah,
Well,
you
I
can
move.
spray it.
I'll move it there anyway.
Yep.
Since it's the first round of combat.
It has acted already. It
Yeah,
had
I'll-
surprise.
He's not surprised, but I still get 2 attacks.
Yeah.
So I'll attack him twice, and
Yep.
I'll actually save my hero dice for. I feel like defense rolls might be good to have, but anyway,
Right.
I'll attack with my sword twice.
That is 2 hits. Minus 19. You slash him. First one over the chest, and then you stab it in, hitting a rib. Anything else?
Well, I've used my 2 attacks, and I've used my action and basically most of my movement. So I'll try to stay here and hold it off.
Right. Lala. Leighton.
Nala's going to equip her spear. Sorry, I was talking, I was just muted.
Ah.
And her dagger separately. Run forwards and then attack with each.
Alright. Roll.
So you're spear pointing the attack.
Yeah. I was gonna come up with something clever, but I just couldn't. 17 for the spear.
That is a hit.
Hell yeah, and then for the dagger, 13.
That misses.
Okay, I am going to roll the damage then. I get sneak, right? Yep. Okay, that'll be 3d6 plus 4. No, wait, that's a d8. That'll be 2d6 plus d8 plus 4. 22.
20.
Oh, holy shit! You maxed out. didn't
They
you?
were all high. Yeah, they were all high numbers.
You run forward and put your spear on the ground as the beast charges towards you, and you stab it in the chest and goes fairly deep into the creature. And then you try to slash it with your knife, but it moves back again this step. Do you do anything else?
Yes, I since I'm automatically disengaged, I will then back away.
Yep. Leonard.
How many defense rolls?
Wait, what the hell? Why didn't you... give me a second.
The fire was taken off the turn order.
Yeah, I thought I would.
Did Tien get to go as well?
Yeah,
Yeah, I was first.
He was first.
Yeah, okay. Awesome.
I was also taken out of turn order apparently.
Yeah, we can't see our own tokens because he made us roll, then change the page.
Oh.
But he can still see the tokens.
Oh, okay.
There you go. Would you
Well,
make me 5 defense rolls, please?
5 defense rolls coming up. That was the. I pressed the initiative button. The defense button.
Oh, no.
I'll try to push it again then.
Off. I think I accidentally made. I changed the wrong macro. Lighting, could you quickly send me the new defense rolls?
The defense rolls I do not have saved, I believe. I'll do it as quickly as possible. For now, it's just a D20 plus AC minus 10.
Yeah, roll a d20. There you go.
I'll actually want to use my human determination on the first, and I'll start with that. Is that okay?
Alright. Yeah. As the creature tries to first bite at you, you take your sword and block the bites. Oh wait, you need to roll first, sorry.
Yeah. Okay, I'll actually use my hero dice as well on that one.
Right.
So 15, that'll hit me.
Yeah, it bites into your shoulder, through your armor, and deals 6 piercing damage to you. The next roll was a 13.
Yeah. I don't have any abilities that will reroll this one.
It slashes you from above, across your chest. It deals another 9 slashing damage. And you, raising your short swords, block the next 3 slashes. Next 3 slashes that is targeted against you. The creature is roaring after, off each slash. Angry. Wait, why did you go? It's brown bird time. Step forward. 5. She hits 1 attack, dealing 12 slashing damage. No, piercing damage. And she bites one of the arms of the creature.
There you go,
Turn.
Bonner. I believe that's correct.
Is it my turn again?
Wait, no, it's not. Give me a sec.
Yeah, it's your turn again.
Oh, okay.
There we go, that is. Oh, whoa, whoa. Yeah.
What do you do?
I'm kind of hoping I have a really clever trick up my sleeve, and apparently I do not. I will hit it with a firebolt.
Alright.
Hopefully it'll be big and scary, and
Roll your hit. Dealing 4 damage. As you singe off a big piece of fur on his shoulder. The blisters start coming out. Leonard, your turn.
I'll actually take a total defense action this turn.
Right?
It's actually called dodge in 5e, right?
Yeah, dodge.
Yep.
Yeah.
I'll take a dodge action.
Alright. Nala.
I'm going to repeat my same tactic as last time.
Right.
Run forwards. Attack with both spear and with dagger. Spear.
Yeah.
10.
That is a miss.
That's not okay. What? I don't even have inspiration. Fine. Dagger. 40. I'm going to use my hero die on that.
Alright. Follow the hero die. That is a hit.
Hell yeah. What's that put it up to? 17.
Yeah.
Yeah, boy. Okay. So that on its own would be 2d6 plus 1d4 plus 4. Oh wait, no plus 4 because it was the offhand. Okay, 2d6 plus 1d4. Thank you, Mjolnir, for the hero die. 12 damage.
12.
Hey,
As you
almost max rolls.
As you stab the same arm that the bear is trying to bite at. Why is the the creature is gonna try to slam the last one who attacked him. That was the bear. Let's roll.
Who does it attack?
The bear. The last one that it got attacked by.
Hmm.
Thank you, Kandarian, for the follow. Kandarian? That's a cool name. I might use that.
I don't want to be that guy, but it's actually mine.
Oh, hell yeah.
Why the defense roll is not working?
No, it is not. What the hell happened there?
Yeah, it's actually a variant of a real old nickname I used to
that's
have.
why.
No wait, I know what's going on. I know what's going on.
The programming joke. At the beginning of this, only God and I knew what the program does. Then I fixed it. Now only God knows what it does.
There we go, new one's fixed. I believe.
Can I try it out? You see that it works.
And if that
Yeah.
does not work, then I know what does. Does that work? Have you put in a new code binary?
Oh.
What the hell happened to the first number? What is...
What the hell?
I don't know what's happening anymore! Okay,
Okay,
I'm gonna
we're
get rid of that bit and do,
Then for now we're just gonna go regular. Let's see, what did it roll? It rolled a 10. That misses the bear. And then it's gonna bite. That hits. Biting the bear over the neck. Dealing a whole 4 damage. And then it's gonna try to claw at the bear. Missing both times. It's bear time. Try to bite and claw the creature, hitting both times. Dealing a solid 20 damage.
there we go, that one definitely
As
works.
she
Standing
first
code.
bites the same arm again, and then scratches at it. Turn. Turn.
Seeing as damage is going out, fuck it. He will fly in and flurry of blows. So where's that 12 get? So it is a one of these,
That is a hit.
and then 3 of these.
3?
Because I use Flurry of Blows, I get 2 additional ones.
Yeah, isn't that 2? Oh yeah, it is. Never mind. Yeah.
Because I attacked, I can use my bonus action as 1, and then key point for 2
Yeah.
more. So I don't think the 10 hits, but that's 18 points of damage.
Yeah. This creature seems a bit worse for wear right now. Do not.
Well, I'll try hitting it then.
Okay.
This turn. Oh right, I should have an attack button I can press. Oop. Seems okay.
That is a hit. This creature trying to back off a bit. You take a step forward, flip your short sword out, and stabbing it just below the chin into its throat. And blood starts gushing out, drenching both you and the bear, the Fi. As it falls to the ground with a thud.
I'll use its fur to wipe off my blade, and I'll put
Yep.
it back into the sheath, and then I'll cast a healing spell on myself.
Yep.
Well, now we know what hurt the hunter.
So who thought it was a good idea to mix spiders and monkeys?
What is this actually?
Big and scary!
Roll me a survival.
Survival.
Yes.
Alrighty then.
You
Why did I not have
bloody idea.
advantage on this roll?
Can I assist?
Sure.
But you have a higher number, so you'll be the one that actually be rolling then.
19, and that's without advantage. With advantage, 26!
You have heard of this creature before. The locals call it a Grillion.
A Grillion.
Gyrillion. However you want to pronounce it.
Grillion. Sounds like a number.
Yeah, I don't think there's an I there. Is there? I guess
Yes.
Growlin.
No, that's a Giralon.
There you go. That looks right.
There were a Giralon of them. Nah, Giralon doesn't sound like a number anymore. I'm upset.
Growlon.
Anywho, with that said, he seems like, I don't want to say an apex predator, but among them at least.
Do they eat them?
It's not. You don't make 2 three unknown strikes. It's 2 unknown strikes as a bonus action.
Oh.
But from
That's
that
not-
damage from the sword, it would still be dead.
That's not nearly as awesome. Anyway.
Yep. The creature is dead. What do you do?
Well, this seems like a predator. It won't have quite much edible meat. At least it won't taste good.
Is that how nature works? I didn't know that was how nature works.
Yeah, generally predators
Generally
don't
does
taste
not
well.
taste as well. Maybe it's like fish and reptiles, but yeah.
I will take a tooth.
All right.
Uh,
You.
I'll take a knife and skin it. It's a lot
Right.
of fur that we could use.
Since only
Tyrion.
one person is attacked by these every year, I think it might be worth bringing back their head for a reward.
Might be. Let's cut the head off then first before we
So,
skin it.
so Tyrion is gonna like hold his hands out because I'm assuming the head is probably about half a meter.
Yeah, about that size, yeah.
Okay, well, let's
And
just
then he's
take
gonna
a
like
tooth
hold
then.
his hands that far apart and look at Nala and like measure her from probably the top of her head, so well below her breasts. Yeah. Do you want to carry it?
I will if I must.
Well,
How far are we from the river where we left the rope bridge?
About a half an hour's travel. It's not that far. No, wait. I'm
Molnir.
sorry. Now I'm completely off track. No, it's a bit farther.
Molnir just said you might want to gentle repose that head.
as I said, I'll skin it instead. Let's bring back some of the fur.
Big monkey, scary monkey, biting at my head.
Big
Angry
monkey,
monkey.
four-armed monkey, dead, dead, dead.
No, you walked about 3 hours before you got attacked by it. Before it jumped you. So you skin it. Roll me a survival.
Alrighty tighty.
You have it on. But yeah, you skin it. There's some pretty sizable holes on the arm, on the chest, on the neck. But yeah, you skin it properly.
Yeah, we'll clean it when we'll have more access to the river that's not part of the ravine, so I can hopefully use it as some kind of impromptu, uh, not sleeping roll, but what's the word I'm looking for? Like basically as a kind of not a blanket, but blanket you can sleep on, I guess. Mattress.
Yeah.
Anywho, I'll bring it with me. So I have like, how much does the fur weigh? Maybe like 10 pounds of fur or something that I brought with me. I mean, if I skin the whole creature, that'd
You
take days.
Yeah, it would take some hours to skin the whole thing.
But
If if you just cut off the back, yeah, about 10 pounds.
so I add like 10 pounds of musky fur.
Yeah, musky fur it is. Are you guys gonna take the head?
Sure ain't hell is gonna carry that head. It'll weigh like 25 pounds at the minimum.
Yeah, Tyrion's gonna like, how about you could take a paw?
Or a tooth.
No, this tooth is mine.
It has plenty of teeth.
Yeah, you could take another one. This one's my trophy though.
But yeah, how large are the hands actually?
Big as my head. I could tell it was coming quickly towards it.
Then I'll let you cut off a hand. Take it as a trophy.
It's about the size of well, it would be able to grab you around the torso.
But it's smaller than his head.
Yeah.
How much does the hand weigh? 10 pounds?
That is what I'm trying to. Damn! I The head would be around 400 pounds, so the hand around 50.
What?
I looked up how much elephant head weighed. Weighs 880 pounds.
Yeah, but elephants don't have hands.
No, the hand. I said the head.
Oh, okay.
Weighs around 400. But the hand weighs about 50 pounds.
I'll take a finger.
All right, take a finger.
So that'd be like 10 pounds.
It's like a milk carton.
If you want to take a trophy, haggle the weight with the DM.
Yeah. It's like, how much am I available to carry? It's like, do I really want to carry like that much? I mean, for that we'd have to prepare that heads up.
You could take a tooth or something like that, or a claw.
Yeah, but as I said, I'll take a finger. That include a claw.
Right. Yeah. At like 5 pounds.
Okay, I wrote 8 pounds, but sure. I'll ask Tyrene to cauterize the finger.
Turn. Could you please make a strength, or not a strength, an athletics check. Oh, you are tugging on this tooth. It does not want to come out.
I don't mind butchering the rest of his face. So it's a tooth. I just don't
Another
wanna
wedge and a
yank it.
dagger and like, leverage the tooth out.
Yep. All right. Yeah. Yeah. As it one of the tooth flops out.
Thank you.
Welcome.
No, shall we? Actually humming along. Totally unfazed by how scary this monkey was, it seems like.
Just extremely pleased he is still alive. No shock, just genuine elation.
But as I said, I'll give Tyrene the finger and ask him to cauterize it.
Okay?
Wait, you give him the finger?
I
Yeah,
can't
Cauterize this!
How rude.
I like you too. I'll go ahead and use prestidigitation to do that, because you can use it smart spall fires and stuff like that, so it's a carefully controlled flame right there.
Yeah. It smells awful, but it's good rice.
I'm not carrying it around.
I am.
No, he's carrying around the whole fucking
I know!
pelt as well.
I imagine 2 days down the line he'll just have this horde of flies buzzing around him.
That's why I'm gonna get to the river.
No
first,
spoilers!
You know?
No spoilers, Layton.
Oh yeah, wet the fur, that'll help.
Yeah, and I'll dry it up, of course.
Prestidigitation.
Wet the fur, dry the fur, wet the fur, dry the fur.
You
But
continue.
first,
Oh no.
Anyway,
Yeah, you continue walking through the swampy area towards the temple.
I'll actually cast another healing spell on myself.
All right.
I said healing spell.
Yeah, roll.
I pressed the button like twice. It hasn't rolled anything yet. Suddenly it'll come like 4 rolls and okay, right. I kind of missed. I had to choose the value. That's not fine to me.
Yeah, you get 9 health back.
Like, why won't it pop? Ah!
oh, that's right. I'm an idiot.
What is
Anywho,
that?
What?
Oh, I
What
can
is what?
replay the sound for when someone subscribes to one. Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, I just didn't know what the button did.
wait.
Oh, buttons!
Experiments must be conducted in order to progress my knowledge, okay?
What
This
does
is
Leave
why
the
I
button
click
do?
everywhere, Layton.
Do you ever actually have subscriptions set up?
Subscriptions, no. Followers, yeah.
What's required for subscriptions?
You need to have an average viewer count of 5, I think it is. And you also need to live stream once a week for a month. Like a minimum of once a week per month.
But we already done that?
No, we had a few weeks off and
Oh.
other
What?
things.
I mean, we have like 5 viewers at the moment.
Yeah, we do, but the average viewer count, you know, like 5's our peak. We'll get there. Don't worry about it.
Anywho, we'll keep
Uh,
traveling towards that temple.
As you travel, the waters in the swamp start getting deeper. You still travel quite fast, jumping from tuft of grass. Thanks to Leonard's bushcraft skills.
Directions.
After another couple hours, you see the water word in the far distance, as the trees start to open up even more, the trees getting smaller, more flies, more mosquitoes.
Tyrion is completely
Leonard.
unfazed.
Leonard has a couple hundred friends right now.
The flies have
I'm
arrived.
hiring to cast prestidigitation on it so we can get rid of like dirt and blood and stuff like that. It'll attract the flies.
Yeah, DM, does that work with the...
You could clean it from blood on the outside, but the flesh and the fat you wouldn't just be able to prestidigitation off.
I thought that was part of the skinning, getting rid of that.
Yeah, but that would take like half
that
the
is-
day to properly do.
Yeah, that's tanning the hide.
Okay, I'll do that when we have night break then.
Yeah, you see in the distance as the night starts to gather, as you come across a bit of a hillock, the shape of almost like a pyramid in the far distance.
I mean, it's a bit far off, but since I have a cure spell, could I cure the hide?
I hate you so much. There is pain in your puns.
See,
Wouldn't that put more flesh on the thing?
It's cure wounds, it would.
it's dead though. You can't cure something that's dead.
Well, that's called curing hides.
You don't have the spell curing ice.
Can I get a spell?
I have to look up the etymology of this word now.
I need a new spell called just cure hide instead. I mean, you could also get it to see someone because they're not hiding. You cured their hide.
Well, are
Etymology.
you worried? Wait, can you?
Cure wound.
No, not that.
In the distance there, that pyramid. It looks like our destination.
Let's head there, shall we?
Of course.
No time to dawdle.
No, I don't think that's any ranger spell that you would be able to use to cure the hide.
Aww. I mean, it would be fitting.
I think that's a druid's cantrip might be able to do it.
I mean, rangers uses the druid spell list.
Yeah, but you don't have the druid's you don't have any cantrips.
Now I get mass first level spells instead, I believe.
Yeah.
I gotta check my spell list.
No, it's not a distinctly different wording. I mean,
Wait. Are we level 5? No, we're level 4.
Number 4.
yeah, I've only got a little more than 3.5k. Level 4 is
Yeah, agreed.
56.
3.5k.
Level 5 is 56.
Level 5 is
65.
6.5k.
Yeah.
Anyway, we'll start heading towards ruins. We
Yeah.
don't want to ruin this moment, see?
So I looked up the word origin for cure,
Yeah.
and it's from the Latin word cure. It was first used for parish priests in France. It also derives from the word to curate, which means take care of. Hence, curing hides is to take care of them, to make them in better condition. That is just, and now you know, interesting,
Yeah.
nerdy divergence. It still does not cure wounds on the stupid skin.
Could I have someone roll another d8?
Come on, I can do it again. It'll be fun.
Yeah, go for it.
Isn't it supposed to be R?
What?
I am stupid. I was in the Twitch chat going like /R1D8, like, nah, that doesn't. Please, not another
Oh,
one.
loyal viewers, what did he roll?
He rolled a 1.
Thank you, sir. May I have another one, please?
Yeah, could everyone roll a perception?
Oh, goodness me.
Wow! That is an.
Wow!
Holy shit!
I presume we've taken a short rest, by the way.
We sat down and just stared at the floor. What is this? How do you roll?
We were distracted by somebody being big gorilla, dead, stinky fleshed.
I mean, this is a bit far away. But anyway, do I have my use for human determination back, as we travel a bit?
No, that would come after a short rest.
And we haven't taken a short rest for the time we've traveled.
No, you got to call for a short rest. Have a short rest.
Okay.
Could everyone roll me a luck roll? Ouch.
15.
Some.
Leonard got a 16.
Oh.
We get...
No, if I get a nat 1. She has inspiration. Does she want to use it?
For a luck roll? No.
Why is that? Oh,
I hope to Lord that isn't the thing we're going to deal with.
that might be a thing you're gonna deal with. Yep. Like, tell us mark. We're not in defense rolls apparently.
I'm sorry. A creature with a dipser attached.
She takes one.
Boy, I just got a blessing. And I was also told, don't kill Mark.
Who's Mark?
I have no idea who Mark is.
You haven't seen the gamers?
Oh no, wait. It was for Nafai. It was for Nafai.
Yeah.
What is the game?
Sorry, for some reason I thought my name was Nafai. Okay. Nice one, brain.
Insert pun about defy.
I used my hero die. That one's back. There we go. Leonard, do you still have yours?
What?
You still have your hero die?
No, I've used it.
Okay, yours is gone too.
Did I get another one?
No, yours is gone now. I'm keeping track of these.
Oh, I see. I was seeing my picture lined up with the one that's there, and that's...
Dude, you're a player. You're not allowed to give out hero die.
That's why I gave it to the bird, okay?
I think she needs to become stable. You see, the
You don't
five
even have any hero die.
wins heavily, ouch, and starts to flop around. She lifts up her leg, and on the leg you see a greenish, gooish worm-looking thing. Give me a second, I'm gonna show you a picture. It's one.
Do I recognize what it is? I presume no, since my character actually has no knowledge about these kind of things, but I'll check either way.
Roll me a...
Nature?
Yeah, roll me a nature.
If it's in view, can I hit it with a firebolt?
Why do I roll high on these rolls?
I'm sorry, you still don't know.
Oh, it's that bad.
Yeah, it's quite bad. Let's see. It's underwater. She just lifted it up shortly, but I want everyone to roll initiative.
Okay, no,
Okay.
I took the highest.
Initiative. Doobie dooby. Doobie doobie doobie.
Hey, you do know you can get normal good numbers, right? You don't have to like roll low or crit, right? That's
I am a min-maxer, as in I roll min and then I roll max.
Leonard, you see the thing briefly, and then she plunges it back into the... as she loses balance again and plunges it back into the muck and grime. The swamp.
Did you fall down?
No, she's standing up.
I presume it's quite hard for me to attack it right now.
Yeah, you would have disadvantage.
Hmm. Can I delay my turn?
Yeah, what do you wanna... yeah, sure.
I'll wait until it's after the fire, because then she can probably transform or something. So I'll
Yeah.
delay until her turn. After her turn.
Yeah.
my turn.
Yes, it is.
I will stand close and sword burst.
Oops, wrong one. There you go. Could you please show me the... does it just deal damage? Hello?
Why does it say casting at a level?
I don't know. So...
Because you're obviously an Eldritch Knight.
It's a cantrip, so I did... button. There you go.
Okay. Was it a dex save? Yeah.
You realize Nephi also has to do this.
Yep.
Yeah, but it's only 1d8. I imagine these little things are not all that awesome. I was hoping to do more than one freaking damage, but
It's a d6. Yeah, Nephi plus 6.
oh, that's why I was saying what higher level is. I'm not level 5 yet.
Yeah.
And the DC is 13.
Yeah, I will reroll. Both failed. It's still attached to her.
Well, I thought there was like a little swarm of them.
You have only seen one.
Okay. That's my turn.
Yep. Would you please make me a defense roll? Turn. Oh wait, they didn't work. Never mind. What's your AC?
16. But I can bump it up.
It's hitting you. You bump it up?
Yeah, so 18.
Alright. Leonard,
Yes.
you're gonna hit. What's your AC? 19, right?
It's 19.
Damn, it misses.
I've got to ask, are we still doing defense rolls or?
No.
not working.
They're broken, I don't know why.
Ah! Okay.
What's your AC, Nala?
My AC is 16.
You're getting bitten. You make me a con save.
A con save?
It's so that you won't get fooled.
19.
You take 1 piercing damage and 6 acid damage. No other effect.
Bloody goodness!
Did you not fall for the lice? Did you pass your con save?
I passed my con save, I presume, if a 19 passes.
Yeah, you passed your con.
I presume people missed the joke.
Yes. No, we let it just go.
Yeah, we're deliberately ignoring you at this point.
So you're kind of frozen as you let it go.
Tin,
The
you
fire-
just got a hero die?
Stop rewarding me for being mean and dumb!
Oh, I just gave it to Lennox, I'm an idiot. You know, I really shouldn't be in control of hero die when I am this bad with names.
Nephi is gonna turn into brown bear and try to
Thank you, whoever gave
bite
that
and
to
claw
me.
the thing.
It's Mjolnir again. And he added a message as well. I've put it in the chat.
She bites this thing properly. It's still alive, but barely. Leonard, it's your turn.
How many of
You have
these
one
are there at the moment?
You have seen 4.
And what are these
And-
things? At the moment, I've just got that image of a leech in my head.
I sent an image.
You did?
It's like
Yeah.
imagine something
my
cross
God.
between cross between a lamprey and a hagfish.
Is there any kind of higher ground that's not in the marsh?
A bit further away, there is some dry-ish land. It's still a bit soggy, but it wouldn't be this grumbly water.
First of all, is that thing still stuck to Nephi?
Yes.
First of all, I'll go forward. Now that she's a bear, she probably has her leg higher up so I can stab the thing.
All right. Yep.
So I'll go forward and do 2 attacks to her. Not to her, but to the thing.
Yeah. That is it. That is also it. You slash this thing in half, and it falls back into the swamp.
Can I keep moving?
Sure.
I'll shout to everyone else. Let's go for the... Oh, I lost the word for it. Yeah.
High ground.
No, it's not basically. It's not the high ground. We're not Star Wars here. It's basically a dry land.
What? It's high ground.
It's over,
Oh.
swamp lich things. We have the
just-
high ground.
Yeah,
Oh.
I just finally got why he's talking about Star Wars.
Oh,
It's when
fuck.
Anakin and Obi-Wan are fighting.
Yeah, but I'll shout for everyone. Then I'll start heading there. And since it's the first turn in combat, I have plus 10 extra movement speed. So how far am I from the drier land?
After you're moving, you are about 10 feet from the high ground.
All right.
Nala.
If I grab Nephi and she decides to let me grapple her, then does it automatically succeed?
Yes.
Then I am going to grapple her and
No, her
drag
movement
her.
would become 0, and she's a large creature, right?
I don't know what that means. You're going to need to explain the impact to me.
Hey, do you
rather
know-
than the...
Do you know how to
have
carry a
half speed,
bear?
Basically.
Well,
You're
no,
dragging.
like it. There's no rule that says you can't grapple and then move a larger
Yeah, true.
creature,
Okay.
and I can let go of her at the end of my turn, and I can dash with a bonus action.
Okay, yeah, I will let you do
So
it.
I literally just grab her and drag her to the dry land as fast as I can.
You can
That would
grapple
mean
on-
my total movement is 40 feet if I use bonus action dash.
Bonus action.
40 feet?
Yes, because my movement speed is 40 feet.
Okay, yeah. You move away 40 feet.
And did that get her on dry land?
No.
No,
Okay, right.
okay.
Um,
I will release her at the end of my turn.
Isn't it more a question of physics because she now weighs several hundred pounds?
I had a character drag a dragon into the tight space. I will allow this.
Okay.
When a barbarian drags a dragon into a 5-foot cavern.
I wedged the dragon into 5 foot. I squeezed it into 5 foot tight space, so I will allow him drag the dragon bear. Turn. It is your turn.
But get out of the muck.
Alright?
I will get out of the muck.
Yep. You take your full speed and go up to the high ground. It is.
Is there like
Uh,
anything else to attack? Because
No, like they are just underneath the surface, so it would basically be they are hidden from you, so you would have disadvantage on attacking them.
can I sword burst again before I leave?
What's your max movement speed?
40.
Okay, you wouldn't be. Yeah, you could sword burst.
Would I be out of the water after that?
Not 40 feet movement, no.
Then I'll just take the dash action.
Okay. And then it's Nephi's turn. She. Did you let go of her?
Of course I did.
Okay, she moves up the hill. Leonard.
I'll move to the top of my hill. Top of my hill. It's my hill now.
I'm king of the hill.
I'll do a ready action to attack. Oh, actually, can I use an action to interrupt an attack? Like, do an aid action on a defense roll or something? Or AC?
No.
Or can I impose disadvantage for an enemy?
I don't think so. No.
Alright, then I'll just attack anything if it jumps out of the water to attack us.
Yep. Nala?
I'm not on the land yet, am I?
No.
I'm going to make my way up onto the land while equipping my short bow, line myself at the back of the group, and then fire some arrows down at these gunky boys.
You're gonna just fire now or wait?
I'm gonna wait until they are visible at least. I'm not just gonna blind fire into the gunk.
Turn. You're on top of the hillock.
Is everybody out of the water?
Yep.
Did these things survive on land?
We have
You
not
don't
seen any come up onto land.
I will hold a spell.
Okay.
So we're all just standing on the land like, oh, you wanna?
Nothing has happened yet. It is Nala's turn again. He also readies her actions. Attack action. Leonard?
I'll keep an eye out and I'll do the same.
Okay.
Basically, I'll keep an eye out, and if they aren't attacking us for a while, I'll say let's stick to dry land and move on. But until then,
Yep. Nala?
Same again, gonna hold action.
Okay. Turn.
I will, if there's nothing being aggressive towards us, then I will start heading towards dry ground and campsites kind of thing near the ruins.
The ruins are still quite far away, and it's wetland towards it. You basically moved a bit back when you got to dry land.
But there doesn't seem to be anything attacking us currently.
Not this? No, not right now.
Can I make a perception check for a path to continue
Yeah,
our
sure.
journey?
Right now, you can't really find the stress of the battle and the ucky, stinky things that attacked you. Right now, it's hard to concentrate. And just then, one of the creatures starts sliding up the hillock.
I'll stab it then.
All right. Well,
As was my prepared action.
Yep.
That
is
is
a
not
miss.
much.
The bear is gonna strike it as well.
If it's now visible, does that trigger my reaction?
Yes, it does. That is
This
13.
sort of reminds me of.
She's-
Oh, sorry.
Yeah, it does me too.
she's- What reminds you?
The
I
song.
said
Oh.
this situation reminds me of a time we were playing, and there was a group of mages who had prepared to cast a fireball against a mage if he decided to cast a spell on them. And
Ah.
all of them triggered at the same time, since all of them were included in the area.
Ah. That's gonna hurt. Yeah, no, that's a hit.
Oh, Nala. I thought you said Rama. I was like, wait a second. That would be 3d6 plus 4. 3d6 plus 4. 12. Curse you ones on d6s.
Was this your spear or your bow?
Oh.
Okay. Yeah, you strike it. It hits its back in its tail. It gets ripped in half, but it continues upward.
Oh lord. Why won't you die?
What's your armor class again?
Who?
Nala?
16.
Did you make me concept?
Oh my god.
Oh my goodness.
You realise I've specifically said at the back of the party.
You got ambushed.
Yes.
By what?
Sneaky,
A 6.
sneaky gunky boys.
You you take 1 piercing damage and 4 acid, and it reduces your max HP by 4.
And what hit me?
One coming from behind you.
What, on top of the hillock out of the swamp?
No, it's the hillock is in the swamp. It's
They can be on land basically, and it went around the hill we were on and ambushed you.
Okay.
So Gunky Boys 1-0 so far it seems.
could. Let's see, that's gonna hit. Probably not gonna hit. It is gonna hit. Leonard, could you make me a con save?
Of course I can.
You succeed. You take 1 piercing and 1 acid damage. Brown Bear is gonna bite at the first one that went up. It completely just gets mushed.
Was that a saved action?
No, it was her turn. And gonna attack the other one.
What happened to my turn?
You used your turn, then it was their turn. And
You
Okay.
oversteer your action.
yeah, but he used perception. Try to find a way.
Yeah, but I'm looking at the rolls, and it went...
What the hell?
Yeah, it went Nephi, Nala, then Leonard, and now you're at
What is-
Nephi again.
What the hell? Okay, everything just went out of order somehow. But yeah, it's your turn, not Nephi's.
And Leonard was supposed to be just after Tim. I think you added something else to the turn order, and it reset the order.
Oh, fuck.
I mean, I did a prepared action. I get moved in the initiative that way.
Right. That's why I thought he went.
Oh. Fuck, I fucked up the turn over.
I mean, it's just like point of order, not really a mad or anything.
No, I'm just. I hate when the turn gets fucked up. Yeah, you can have your go.
Oh, what? I'm glad I have your permission. How, is there just the one?
There's one in front and one that just attacked Nala behind.
And the one who attacked me also.
That one is dead.
Oh,
The bear mushed it.
is it DED dead? Alright, you guys still haven't seen the gamers.
No, but DED dead is a really old joke.
So is the movie.
Which one? That is a hit.
How do you do 1 damage?
Because I have -1 in strength.
Why is that one is one minus?
Because +1 magic weapon, possibly?
No, proficiency, never mind, yeah.
I'm proficient.
No, I was wondering why it was.
The weapon itself doesn't have its +1 to damage. It doesn't count as a magic weapon at the moment.
I did.
Why
put it
not?
as one. No, wait, what? I put it as one.
It has not got its +1 from magic.
That is so spooky when somebody else changes your sheet in front of you and your mouse isn't moving.
There you go. Okay. It deals 2.
Okay.
As you slash at it. You need to do anything else? No strike? Yeah, and 6 more. As you stomp it. It is still alive. So
Well-
now would be Leonard's turn. Right?
Is it my turn now?
Yes.
So, what are my obvious options or apparent options?
Strike the thing in front of you, strike the thing by Nala, defense, hunter's mark, eat a meal.
Eat a meal?
It's like take a short break, an hour's break while they fight.
I mean, it does sound tempting, but I don't think they'd like it that much.
Yeah, they might be a bit annoyed.
I presume Nala is not looking that well, though.
No, she's you can see the where the thing is attached itself to her leg, and it's starting to, the flesh around it starts to blister and go yellow and blue.
If I'd use a cure wound, would it have to let go?
What's your spellcasting modifier?
Plus, I mean, okay, the wisdom modifier or the proficiency bonus.
The wisdom modifier.
It's 2.
You could try.
Heck, I'll do it.
You get 6 hit points back. And yeah, let's go. Clayton, you got 6 HP back. You got healed.
Oh, hell yeah! Sorry, I didn't hear my name.
No, I said Nala, not Layton.
That doesn't apply to max HP, does it?
No.
It is not a lesser restoration. Sadly. I do believe I can get it next level though.
Yeah, I think
Well,
so, yeah.
Okay, I'm essentially a max HP then, aren't I?
Bear's gonna bite and claw. Hitting both time. That one is mush. The only thing that is alive right now that you can see is the one close to Nala. Nala, it's your turn.
Me? Yeah, don't
Yes.
do that.
Why? The one that's close to me. Would I have enough time to put my short bow away and draw a weapon?
You
It
could
sounds
just
like you're trying to
drop
be a
the
Muppet.
bow and stab it with your spear.
Yeah, I'd do that.
Okay.
Okay, plus 6.
That is
18.
it.
Yeah, boy. D8 plus 2d6 plus 4. 18!
Oh, it does not look good. It's still moving. Let's see what is going. It's gonna slinker away into the swamp again.
Can I stab the Kunt?
It uses it disengages.
Damn it!
Is that how it's pronounced?
Yes, obviously.
Okay.
Kunt.
Yeah.
Kunt.
I mean, would you rather have you in it?
Oh god.
No, I would rather not be in it.
Hey.
I felt like that was a trap, no matter what you answered.
You are standing on top of the hill, and the creatures around you are dead.
Yeah, you better run.
How are you holding up?
Nala.
I looked mostly to Nephi and Nala, since they got
Yes.
actually bitten.
Yeah, Nephi and Nala look, both of them look a bit pale.
We should find a safer place and take a short rest. I believe I have some medicinal supplies.
Yes. We should. I don't know how having your maximum health feels when it's reduced, but
Probably pretty lousy.
yeah.
I agree. Around you, there are some more of these hillocks. Roll me a.
I actually did not have first aid supply kit. But I do have medicine.
Yeah, medicine.
Or I have... I can default in medicine. What
I'm
did you
not
want to roll?
Survival.
Survival, boy, you know I got it down on that.
Oh, can I? Is it a reaction or can we aid each other?
Can aid.
It
I'll
automatically goes to if multiple people are doing it, the person with the highest modifier gets advantage.
Yeah. So you'll go ahead. Is it?
Ooh.
23.
You saw this creature crawl up the hillock like they. When they attached themselves to the leg, they are quite sticky and were able to climb up the leg. So even though you put a high point, they might be able to crawl up if you climb a tree or something. But maybe if you made a trap or something that they couldn't pass, you would be able to stop them.
Yeah, but we still need to get away from this place.
There are some more of these hillocks around.
I say let's quickly move between those.
And they get scarcer as the closer you get to the temple.
Damn it!
Which way do you move? And
Don't forget Nafai has a hero die.
And it's starting to get dark as well.
Tin, did you use yours?
No.
Okay, both of you have hero die then. You and Nafai.
Not since Mjolnir was benevolent once more.
He's keeping us alive at this point.
I mean, I'm the one casting curing spells. Come on, man.
It's all Mjolnir. He's got the cure wounds. Okay.
He's got the cure hide spell. I'm jealous.
Hey, have you asked the bird if he knows how to do
Wait, if you use cure hide on someone that's hurt, would that help them cure some of their wounds as well because it cures their skin?
No, it makes them harder. It makes it harder for them to stealth.
Wouldn't it basically be like leather skin? Isn't there like a leather skin spell or something?
And bar skin.
Bark skin,
Bark
not
skin.
bar.
I mean, you could just fluff it as a bear skin instead.
Bear skin. Yeah, bear skin. I've always pronounced it bear skin. You wanna ask the bird? And I wanna speak with the
I
bird.
was being sarcastic.
Can she speak with the bird?
I can speak with the bird otherwise.
Oh yeah, you can gesture to the bird, can't you?
Yeah. I can sense its feeling and let me see. I'll have the text nearby. Those are spells. Like, what are those? I can convey simple ideas, read the mood, intent, emotions, need.
Leighton, what's your max HP?
My max HP is currently 19, though usually 23.
Hmm. Can I ask, is the bird nearby?
Roll me perception.
Come on, Burb. Burb, why you do this?
You can't see it from here.
Damn
Did
it,
you just
Burb.
call it a burb with a B?
Yeah.
Burbo.
Okay.
Can I see the bird? Oh wow, one higher.
Yeah, a bit further to the north on a high ground, stands a pretty tall tree, and you see something blue, the crown of the tree.
Nala briskly nudges Leonard's shoulder with her knuckles and points.
Then I'll try to communicate with the bird. If I can see it.
I just,
It's quite
I'll
far-
try and
it's quite far
communicate. I just
away.
have this image. Hey!
It's quite far away.
I mean, I feel like it's like the Ugandan knuckles thingy. Like,
Okay. What do you want to try to communicate with to it?
I'll try to communicate if it knows the best way for us to get to the temple. Basically, it boils down to best way human to temple get or something in that manner. I like click in Morse or something, I guess.
Yeah, you see.
How do you get those points actually? Is it by chatting?
It's view time, but you are a player, so you cannot get them.
How did I get them?
So you can't get them.
Oh.
I'm sorry, but it's not beast.
Oh, it's a familiar. Damn it. Not verb.
It's not bird. It's a not bird.
Yeah, it's BURD.
Hurry!
It's pretty good.
Bird. Bird.
Are there any? I mean,
Wait, how long?
anywho, I'll try to see what the best way for us to get to the temple might be. So we might avoid the sneaky snakes.
Snake.
Roll me perception.
I'll a second. Isn't it survival? It doesn't matter. It's the same roll, but
You can see a trail of like islands that would lead to it, but they get further away from each other the closer it gets to the thing. But it's probably the safest route.
How far is it?
And
Can we see
the-
across this marsh? Is there like So here's my idea. Are we gonna take a short rest?
up here.
Yeah, we need a short rest at minimum.
All right, we need to. In that case, we need to make sure they won't get up and attack us. I mean, they could lounge pretty hard, apparently.
I'm not sure how to slow them down already.
So my thoughts are, if we're going to, if is I how far is it to what might be seemingly safer land?
to the next safe land or further to like more safe land.
Yeah, with like past these hillocks and this crap.
Sorry?
All of it.
Away from the temple, or
Okay, so my idea is to let them sit on the floating disc and use my monk speed to go really fast.
okay. Maybe about
Guys, are one of you still carrying the head?
no one is carrying the head.
We
Oh.
did not take the head.
I mean, we could have dumped it here. It would have been perfect as a distraction.
Nafai just got another hero die, so it's upgraded to a d6.
Well, if you're gonna, Nefai's gonna pirate. If you're gonna use the disc, I can make you even faster.
Really?
For a short time, but yes.
Because if we take a short rest, I get my key points back. And I can step to the wind. As well.
I just
So it's like-
don't want to stay in hostile territory and rest.
Well, it's gonna take me 10 minutes at least to cast a spell. But it'll last an hour.
Yeah, but I mean, getting out of this swamp might take even less.
But up on the disc, you guys would be relatively safe because it would be zooming as fast as I'm going.
All right. We'll follow your plan then. I'll check him. I'll try to make sure no sneaky snakes attacks him.
Um, she cast Long Strider on you.
Ooh.
Your speed is increased by 10 for an hour. Yeah. So everyone we're gonna take 10 minutes to make the disc. Or
Yeah.
Yep.
Does it count as a short rest for everyone, or is it just a ritual?
no, a short rest is long.
Okay. Oh, it's right. It's an hour, right?
Yeah.
The Fi has another hero die.
Who's giving her all the arrow dice?
Mjolnir.
I mean, you can't kill a character which is not part of the game, whose player is not part of the game. So it's like
Yeah, true.
giving him all the dice she needs to survive.
Yeah. Uh, yeah. You take 10 minutes. Everyone is looking out for any more creatures trying to crawl up the hillock. And a floating disc appears. Paper thin, slightly glowing, transparent, hovering 10 feet off the ground. No, 5 feet? 3 feet? I can't remember.
Some feet off the ground.
Some feet off the ground. I think it's a couple. And Nephi is gonna cast Long Strider on
3 feet.
Aaron. 3 feet off the ground, yeah.
It's 3 feet in diameter, 1 inch thick, and can hold up to 500 pounds.
So you basically are sitting on top of each other.
I mean, I'd
And
say
then-
we can max fit 2 people at once on that thing.
Well, you
No, but if you guys
Wait,
if
how
you
many-
guys hug up and close, like a motorcycle.
Yeah, I'm carrying equipment of at least 100 pounds. And that's just me. So unless you're under 100 pounds per person, it won't go.
well, if-
I'm currently weighing 225 pounds.
Holy crap, guys!
I'm carrying like
Um,
100
Nef-
pounds of equipment and I weigh like 130.
Nephi is like about 160 pounds, 170. With her equipment.
They got some heavy stuff.
Um, well,
Blah, blah.
you would get slower. If you take a short rest, I could turn myself into something smaller.
Now that we have a disc out, I prefer we get off the swamp as soon as possible.
Yeah, I absolutely think we should just have we can't all get on the disc though, can we?
No, but we can go 2 people at a time, and we have stations we can jump off of. So
I
we
can action dash and bonus action dash. So surely I can run too.
True, she can almost run faster than the one. You can, yeah.
Okay,
So,
let's go.
yep. Could someone roll me 2?
Sure, I'm on it. I'm on it. I'm on it. I'm on it. On it. 2d8 done. 11.
We're gonna get ambushed by 11 sneaky snakes.
It was more like two times the d8, but yeah, 5 and then 6. Yeah, you start running across the swamp, through the muck, up a hillock, through the muck, up a hillock, and deeper into the swamp you go. More mosquitoes, more flies. You see as you run more of the creatures that you just faced off in the water, but you run past them. They're not able to catch up with you. deeper, deeper towards the temple, and you get to the temple. Standing below it, it towers above you about 50 feet up. Like,
Wow.
okay, that's yeah. Oh, that's pretty.
Actually, I'm faster. Well, if I use my key, I am. I have any.
Yeah, so in the long run, she's faster.
Yeah. I mean, if you use the prolonged rolls, you might get exhausted.
I mean,
I
he's
have a
running water as well.
yeah, true.
But
I have a
we-
Tabaxi monk rogue that I play sometimes, and the movement speed is something like 260 feet when I use all my abilities.
but I mean, we are still traveling, so
Yeah. I
we
just
are not-
imagine the exhaustion roll doesn't count because you could stop for a breath every at the hillocks.
Yeah, that's pretty tall. Is it that tall? It is. It's about 50 feet tall.
So
No,
4 or
50
5
meters tall.
stories.
Sorry, 50
What?
meters tall. Yeah, they're
So
fucking huge.
6-ish stories tall.
Yeah, if I'm.
That's ridiculous.
Well, I live on the 9th floor, so it doesn't seem that tall to me.
Yeah, and it says yeah about 55 meters tall. Uh, it has a staircase on one side, and then there's it looks like big staircase on each side. Basically Mayan temple, in the style of its built. And as you get closer, at last you stand and below this, just on the first steps of the temple. It's covered in moss, vines. You can see some smaller of the creatures that attacked you, the slimy things. When you get closer, though, they slither away. And that, my dear friend, where we're gonna leave.
I mean, today was fun. I mean, I get to make like 10 puns or something. So I mean, all in all, good.
Oh, it's
Binary, the copyright. Binary.
This was a triumph.
Oh, you're so bad to me.
Okay, then
Copyright.
To be fair, the copyrights are like awful. I looked at the last episode, there were like some of the fight tracks were copyrighted, and one of them was copyrighted by 3 different people at the same time.
Yeah.
Do they use the bots which flags them?
Yeah, they do. They scan it, the audio waveform, and then work out where the copyright stuff is.
I mean, if they can detect it so well, can't they just remove the soundtrack?
You'd
Because they
think,
move-
wouldn't you?
That would make sense though.
Can't have that, can we? Anywho, we'll be. I guess we're finishing up then. Did we get any XP this session?
I'm not doing XP. We're all leveling up at.
Oh
different
right, you
points in
said
the
that
store.
earlier. Right. Oh, tight. Oh.
Okay. When
We're n-
Mjolnir just gave another bonus to the Fi.
we're
10.
She's got a D10.
we're not playing next week.
All right.
Luis is gonna be missing that week as well. I don't wanna have 2 sessions in a row where a player is missing.
Okay, so next week no session, and we're not hosting Curse of Strahd until Friday the
Next Friday.
yeah, Friday
Well,
26th. So Curse of Strahd starts Friday the 26th, and there is no D&D on the 24th. Okay, I'll post that up there then.
My game will not happen on the 10th, and I may not be here the 14th. That's next month, though.
Oh, next month.
All right. But if there's nothing else, I'll be jumping off to a different Discord.
That is totally fine.
See you guys later.
See you. Thanks
See
for
ya.
playing.
Okay. Well, I guess that's the end of the stream then.
Mm.
Cheers for sticking around, Mjolnir. Everybody else that was watching, have a good evening, and we'll see you on Friday. I hope you can tune in. It was fun. See ya.